Hi, Gemmies. That stands for Gemini. I love saying Gemmies. I don't know why, but yes, welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. My name is Leonore. Welcome. Thank you for those who have subscribed to me. I appreciate the love. I really do. Please hit the like button. Definitely subscribe. I would love for these messages to go through to the collectives, especially for those who really need to hear it. Okay. Geminis, if you're viewing me for the first time, I do integrate astrology with tarot card reads and spiritual messages. And speaking of spiritual messages, for the most part, Geminis, I do meditate over my zodiac signs. So when I'm about to do a reading for a zodiac sign, I love to set the intention and definitely meditate to see if I get any message from Spirit. Okay? Now, hold on to your seats. You ready? The other day, I got a message from Spirit. So long. It was so long. Usually it's about a sentence or a description, but I had to write this down. I had to. And so I did. And I knew that I wasn't going to use it for every zodiac sign. But Spirit picked you for me to say this. Geminis, once upon a time, there was a man who believed in waiting for blessings and held on to the belief of rules and restrictions to get to a higher power. However, he found himself in a situation filled with sorrow and misery. He realized that these beliefs and restrictions did not give a fuck about him. Only then, changing his state of mind and accepting his lower self and those of others, did he notice an amazing quality within himself. He can become his own leader and write his own motherfucking rules. Welcome to the fifth element, the ether, the higher power. Yeah, okay. Yes, Spirit told me to write it that way, okay? So if you're wondering if Spirit cursed, they're trying to make a point, that's all. So I apologize if that was too harsh, but I hope you really listened to this message because it really did not come from me, okay? And last night, it really picked you. I wasn't going to do this for you. I was like, no, I don't think Geminis can handle this message. But rewind it in case you missed the message, okay? All right, my dolls. So today I'm using the Chrysalis Tarot over here, and I want to clarify it with my Game of Thrones, okay? All right, let's get started. All right, so we have the Temperance, which is a Jupiter card, Sagittarius to be specific. If that means anything to you, it doesn't have to. But you know what, Gemmies? It is your 7th house. It is your polar opposite. Interesting. It is a fire sign. And then we have the 4 of Cups. Okay. Now the Temperance, I don't like that it was really in the reverse because, especially with the 4 Cups, but let me read the energy. You know, the Temperance is a healing card for the most part. I do see an energy, a sad, almost, I don't want to use the word sad, maybe disappointed, almost wanting to escape. I want to say reality, to tell you the truth. But it doesn't have to be. You may want to go on vacation and you can. You may want to go out and you can. Who the hell holds a Gemini inside you know, behind closed doors. Good luck. Geminis, your sign does rule local community, so, you know, I get it if you're like going crazy inside your house, but um, this is not making you feel good. Now, this could be what's making you in balance. It definitely for a group of you, for another group of you. I feel like maybe you were rejected in the past. Specifically, if there is Pisces in this person's chart, whether you know it or not, I do sense water sign, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If that means anything to you, it doesn't have to be. They could embody the energy. But I think that you were very happy with this person. This person really put you in great spirits, you know. I think you had a wonderful connection, definitely. I think also for the most part they probably transformed your life in some shape, form or another, or vice versa. You know, doesn't, you know, it could go vice versa. You know your story more than me. But let's clarify it, okay? All right, so we have the Hierophant with the Four of Swords. All right, so here we have another major arcana. It could be pretty significant, but let's keep on with the reading. So they both were in the reverse. I think for a group of you, you're ready to get out of a relationship, a commitment. I sense restlessness. I sense a little bit of anger. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. RESPECT. Okay, sorry, my bad. I digress. Yeah, you just feel restless. It's not, you're not in your power. You really are not. You know, for another group of you, it could also be, and God, I'm sorry to even, I hardly ever say things like this. Geminis, I really do. But for maybe some of you, you might have lost a loved one. A very significant, dear loved one in the very recent days. I think it's a past energy, present energy. Now, I don't want you to take it serious. If you have nobody that's really sick, this is someone who is already ill. Okay? Yeah. And again, this could be the imbalance, and the restlessness that I saw in the beginning, you know. All right, and if that's happening, I wish you the best, and also, you know, if you could heal, you know, I remember just saying healing in the beginning, you know. I think you're strong enough to heal from this. I think members of your family are going to come up to you because you're very optimistic, and I sense that you will be doing the healing, believe it or not. So people, you know, family members, friends, you know, may come up to you. Geminis, you give wonderful advice. And you make people feel at ease. Yeah, you really do. All right. Okay, moving on. Second spread. All right, so, it's another major arcana. We have 3 so far. The Chariot, right over here, it represents Cancer. Okay? maybe dealing with a water sign, or you may have that in your birth chart, but again, like I said, it's not significant, but having 3 major arcanas, it's pretty significant, okay? And I'm only like halfway there, but I do sense change. Yeah, I do. It could be fast change, and this could be maybe even moving on. I think you've kept quiet about something that has been bothering you. You've been probably in your head about it for the most part. You know, Geminis have a reputation of just, overthinking things, but that's for a group of you. I feel like you do want to move on from a relationship. I think you've expressed yourself, but if you didn't, I think you should. I think that if you do so, things will come easier for you, or you'll have less stress. If that makes sense. I also think you're manifesting this situation. like, oh my God, get me the hell out of here. And I don't know what that is. That could be a job, like I said, a relationship, or, I don't know. You know your story more than me. All right, let's clarify it. All right, so we have the 8 of Wands in the reverse with the Ace of Wands. All right. All right. Okay. If I pause, Gemini, I'm just reading the energy, okay? All right. So 8 of Wands, again, all right, so it was in the reverse. These 2 cards represent fire signs. I do see a raven. Ravens, again, it's a part of rebirth and transformation. I did say that with the Chariot card, some type of transformation, or you're waiting for some type of change for sure. You want to move on. I think it's gonna, and I'm not surprised that this card came out in the reverse. I think that you may want to communicate with someone, if not, at the very least, just go visit them. I think that you really miss this person. And this person, again, I feel like you have someone that really, that you may be thinking of. Remember I saw it with the 4 cups, I just sense that this person or you Geminis are really thinking in your heads about someone. And you're upset that it's taking too long. You may want to tell them that you want a new beginning with them. At the very least, for a group of you, you may want to say to them, or ask them, are they still in another relationship? Are they still in their current relationship? Because I heard you left him or left her. I honestly do. This is a beginning as well as a passionate situation. I don't know if you know this person. You may know them as a friend, coworker. You may know them just from the past, just past energy, whatever the case may be. Interesting. And again, I sense rebirth and transformation, but it's very slow energy. It's not moving fast enough for you, Geminis, okay? everything should be moving faster than it is. But this could be, again, because you're overthinking it. So you may be slowing down this new beginning for sure. Okay, it doesn't have to be a new relationship, but you know, maybe a new job, business, creative business especially. Okay, so the last spread we have here is, oh my God, come on, seriously? Every spread there's a major arcana. Okay, we have two here. Yeah, no, it's not a big deal. I just, when I see major arcanas after major arcanas, for the most part, tarot readers are like, listen, there's a change coming, okay? I don't think it has nothing to do with the events and circumstances. If it does, it's for a small group of you, okay? I think that, I mean, how long have we been mostly quarantined, you know? A month and a half, if not more. You could be in your head about this too. I mean, I did say for a group of you just want to get out. And it could be get out of a relationship. You really want to, like, just go. I mean, you cannot cage up a Gemini. Okay. Mentally or physically. You know, depending on your placement. But, yeah, so we have the Six of Cups. I do have the Hermit, which is a Virgo card. And I also have Papa Legba. I love seeing his name. But it's the Strength card. The Strength card represents Leo. So you may have Virgo, Leo in your chart. Whatever. You can embody that energy. Virgo is a hard worker. But I don't know. I feel like you're bored. Virgos represents the workforce. They do represent the workforce. Why is that so hard for me to say? And they do represent domesticality. Ooh, interesting. What's going on over here? That just came out of my mouth. Well, I mean, it does represent that, but wow, you're happy with someone. This may be your Ace of Wands. And you're not, I mean, not only are you thinking about them, but you're like, I mean, passionate about them. And listen, not to be like inappropriate, but whatever. You're talking to a Sag, Scorpio, okay? All right, yeah. Let's move on. You'll understand. Geminis, out of all signs, Geminis are probably the ones to get a Sagittarius conversation. All right. Wow. I just feel like you're really manifesting this person. You want to have the strength to. You want to have the strength. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I'm like blown away. So I apologize. Let's start with the Six of Cups because it came out first. The Six of Cups represents, well, first of all, it's a water sign, right? But it does represent, could be a karmic relationship, could be a past energy, could also be friendship, and I read this a lot of times as someone that you've known in your past life, depending on what cards come before and after. For me, the fact that the Hermit was in reverse and the Strength card was in the upright, I don't think you know this yet, but you have a feeling that the person you're thinking about is your gateway, if that makes sense. Again, you know, there's ravens. Where did I see the raven? I saw the raven here in the in the Eight of Wands. See? And ravens do represent birth and rebirth and transformation. I sense ancestors. I feel like it's like another type of negative energy. And this may not have nothing to do with you. This may have to do with events, circumstances. This may have to do with you overthinking. But I know that either your ancestors are telling you this person is the one for you. I mean, seriously, you're already thinking about them. I mean, look how happy he is. You know, it could be a he or she. You know, whatever. I don't think that you are in a relationship with this person. Like I said, you may know them from the past. You probably had a friendship with them, but you feel like that kinship with them, like that, like you've known them for so long, but you just met, if that makes sense. And like with the Strength card, again, like it just reminds me of the Four of Cups, like just thinking. And I think, honestly, for a group of you, you will have the strength whenever you get the opportunity to come up to this person, or they may come up to you. I just overthinking. I'm looking at Papa Legba. I just look at him. Please just look at him. He has his knapsack. Like he's ready to go. I told you, Geminis do not want to stay in one place. Okay? And not that, you know, jump around here and there. I mean, a lot of you do, but, you know, it's just that you need air, space. You need to talk to people. You need to see people. You need to socialize. And anyway, that's for some of you, but honestly, again, I just feel like you're reflecting on yourself, on maybe on the mistakes you made, or the missed opportunities. Some of you may be very spiritual. You believe in just taking a chance, you know, playful. You need all of that. Some of you may really love listening to music. All right, let's clarify this. Let's clarify this. All right, so I have another 3 cards for my Game of Thrones. Look at this, 6 of Cups again. Come on. With the Queen. Okay, so I have the Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Where did I see the Ace of... This is the second time. So I have 6 of Cups and the Ace of Swords twice. So funny. The Ace of Swords just literally just jumped on the spread I just read. Has if. But it was in the reverse, right? Yeah, it's like... Okay, let's start with the first card. All right, let's do this. Ace of Pentacles, Earth energy. Virgo, which is the Hermit card, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, I just like to tell you, Earth sign does represent Capricorn, Virgo, which is the one that I just saw you with. I just showed you just now, and what's the other Earth sign? Oh, Taurus, yeah. Okay. 2 older ladies. Now, I did mention, and again, I hate to go into this subject. I really don't like to. Like I said, I don't do this all the time at all. Like, I would say, I think once, like one time before I did this, like maybe losing a loved one, or just like losing a loved one in a very recent past, or you may be going through that process with a loved one. For a group of you, if they did pass, it is someone who's elderly. It doesn't have to be, but definitely someone that you were very close to. Absolutely. Or you may know somebody, that just went through this, like you may know, because I don't really want to scare anybody, but you may know someone that just had a loved one pass, you know what I mean? But again, it's like a tight knit, like, friend of a family, if that makes sense, or in-law. But I sense also ancestors in these two energies. I don't think you're listening to your ancestors. For some of you, you have, and if you're into that way of thinking, okay, because we do have ancestors looking after us, as well as spirit guides. I almost see spirit guides, both, like a little bit of both, if not one or the other, but I almost sense that they're there. I mean, with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it's like you don't want to acknowledge it. You may not want to acknowledge the fact that you want the relationship you're thinking about, the relationship you're overthinking. I mean, if this is a relationship that you were in and you want to resurrect it, or vice versa, you or the other person they don't really have clarity. It's like they know, or and it's like you're overthinking, no clarity. But I feel like half of you know it, half of you are trying to. And listen, I get it. You want to see this person. If you want to see this person, I understand. You may want to have that talk with them. So this may be like wanting to talk to them, and you can't. Or this person might not be talking to you. I don't think they blocked you, but if they did, that could be another situation. Not for all of you. But try, like, seeing the Six of Cups. All right, this is a heavy energy here. Six of Cups. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, you don't have to, but I'll explain to you what's going on in this scene. This is a half. These are siblings, half sister, half brother. And so they were raised together. This, you two may have an age difference, maybe not that much, but definitely an age difference, maybe 4 years. I'm assuming. Could be 4 to 6 years, but it doesn't have to be. But now they thought for the entire duration of their lives that this one over here, his father had an affair, and he was born, okay, which that will consider him a bastard. His father, who was married, and this is like, his half sibling, but it's his half sibling because she's basically the heir to this kingdom of the north, they called it, but her father, the king, had an affair, or so they say. He had an affair, and he believed he was a bastard. He was called a bastard for most of his life. Her mother did not really love him. and she didn't throw him out of the kingdom, but he wasn't really considered like one of the siblings that, that the mother bore for the king. Now, this is the scene where they meet each other again. They haven't seen each other for years. And they rekindle and they talk to each other and they're like, so what have you been through? And she's like, well, I've been through hell. What have you been through? Well, I died, but I came back to life, like some heavy conversation, like heavy. Okay? But again, that rebirth and transformation, that I've been mentioning a couple of times comes to mind. You survived whatever it is that you've both been through. And even though you separated for quite some time, whether this is an ex or not, you will rekindle. For those who are wondering if you guys will rekindle, I think for the majority of you, you will. It may start as friends. Definitely. You may go out to a bar eventually when they open. One of you may love drinking, but it doesn't have to be. But yeah, I mean, look how he's looking at her. And I know there's siblings here, but I mean, if I show you the other Six of Cups, I mean, where's my other Six of Cups? Where are you? Here it is. Look how happy he is. He's by himself. But I think he or she really thinks about you. And he or she can't wait for this connection. It's almost like a sad energy, to tell you the truth. But in my heart, my guides are telling me you guys will rekindle. At the very least, eventually get together and talk about, the old times or what you've been through and how things the events and circumstances had affected you. But you know what? You guys have this kinship, again, like this connection. The Six of Cups coming out twice. Both of these are Six of Cups. Have you not noticed? Yeah, I love this reading for you. And for those who resonate with a lost, listen, I know that people are going to come to you for advice. Geminis, they are. And I know you're strong enough to do that. That you're a very good friend, a great family member to have, a person, to know. That's the gift of knowing a Gemini. No matter how much they overthink. All right, Geminis, call me for a private reading, or email me. Email me for a private reading. And I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.